Hello, this is ELB. Let's get back to work. Last time we got the combo system working so that we'd have 4 different attacks in the combo, and right now it feels pretty good, I think. At least in terms of a relatively simple combo system. That's about all we can do. Oh. We also have that samurai attack that I added as a delayed input attack for the 4th one, so I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I'd probably change it to be a special attack as opposed to a part of a combo, but for now it's there. So today what I'm intending on doing is adding a bit more support for different input parameters when it comes to the attacks. So to give an example, I'm locked onto this target, and as I press the attack button, let's say I'm trying to move away. In that case, I might do like some other type of attack. Maybe if I'm trying to move towards the enemy while doing the attack, I'm doing stabs rather than slashes. Just something relatively simple like that to change how the attack is by at least a bit. You can see examples of this. Like in Devil May Cry, forward attack with Rebellion would be Stinger. Even in Zelda games, doing a forward attack is like a stab. Depending upon whether or not you're locked on, it's a horizontal or vertical attack. I think there might have been a difference when holding backwards in Zelda games. I'm not sure. I know that Wind Waker got a little bit more complicated with it, where if you moved around the stick a bit more, Link would do a bunch of little twirls in his attacks. In any case, that's what my current plan is. So in order to test this, let's open up the first attack. So what I'm thinking is we might have something different. We might go off of the same timing for all of them, but we would have different versions for the actual attack. So where this is combo attack 0, combo attack 1, etc., I might turn that into combo attack neutral 0. Then I might have combo attack forward, combo attack backward, things along those lines. And that should be sufficient. So let's do this. Actually, here, I'm not going to add the neutral on there for now. Instead of having this be SCR attack sword 2 combo, I'm just going to have it be SCR attack test for now, which was that samurai attack for the forward one. And for the backward one, it's not going to be anything. It's just going to be -1 for all 3 options. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like in the code, but what is that going to, or in the attack animation itself? There we go. But what about in the actual weapon? So what we're going to look for is the timer. Stop combo timer. No. Where is it in subsequent attacks? There we go. So right here, what we're going to do is we're going to save a variable, which is essentially telling us which direction the player is trying to move in. This will be dependent upon... Should I have done a left and a right as well? You know what? Yeah, no, let's add a left and a right as well. For posterity's sake. We'd probably have the left and the right mirror for any combo, but for now, let's not worry about that. So, subsequent attacks, we're going to be determining whether or not the stick is being pressed, and what direction the stick is being pressed compared to the direction that the player is facing / aiming. So, in order to do this, let's get the stick input from the creator, because that should be fine. Okay, so if left stick active equals true, we have player move direction, but was there just a left stick direction? I'll add that over here. Oh no, we don't need it to be... No, it does need to be left stick direction. And player move direction is what we need. Okay. So we got player move direction. Now we just need to get the direction compared to the aim direction, which was player aim direction. And I am having a brain fart on how to compare directions. I know I've done it before, and I don't think there was a math function for it. Oh, no, there was. Angle difference. Cool. So we will do what we'll call attack direction. And that will equal to angle difference direction, player aim direction. There we go. Although that's not going to tell us whether it's left or right. Hmm. Oh, look at that. It actually gives you negative or positive depending upon the actual direction. That's good. Okay, cool. That makes it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna do a local variable version of this real quick, and then we will... No, I guess we can just modify it on the spot. Never mind. So attack direction will be equal to the angle difference, and then... What is it? 90 plus 45 would be... Good old math. 135. There we go. So if it's forward, if it's... Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work because it's still not telling us whether it's left or right. Okay. I'm not quite building this right. Let's see. Forward. Left. So that be if attack direction is larger than or equal to 45 and attack direction is less than or equal to 135, and that would be left. Remember, the angles for Game Maker go in a counterclockwise direction, so 0 is right, 90 is up, 180 is left, and 270 is down, for at least how Game Maker usually interprets it. Okay. Almost there. There we go. So we'll have a neutral position be equal to 0. Oh. Forward will be equal to 1. Left will be 2. Down will be 3. And right will be 4. Oh. Okay. So we have that for both the pressed and released versions. Oh, I just realized. Cannot forget to actually have it be the variable of the person swinging the sword. There we go. There is also one other thing I should do. I should make sure that if backwards, forwards, or side attack is actually unavailable, it's going to default to the neutral, which it did not do yet. Okay, so we got a boolean for forward, backwards, sides. So I added this right here so that we can then also include that previous Boolean that we just did. So for forward and allow forward attack equals true, and allow side attack equals true. Allow sides attack equals true. I'm gonna stick that in parentheses and then allow backward attack equals true. Okay. So that'll ensure we'll choose neutral direction in case there is no other option. But we also have the animation end attack in case we need one. Am I gonna have to do that twice? Sorry, so I'm thinking of ways that I can structure that to allow stick-dependent attacks. Oh, I completely forgot to do this. We need to actually change the names of the variables, otherwise we'll just be rewriting them again. Or overwriting them with stuff that we don't want. and rightward. There we go. So to ensure we don't need to repeat too much code, here's what we'll do. We will change it from combo attack to what we'll call chosen attack. And chosen attack will equal to hold on one moment. Yeah, let's just do a switch for this. Okay, so case 0, we would do where chosen attack equals combo attack n, then we break. Case 1, where chosen attack equals, let's see, attack, or direction 1 was forward, so combo attack forward. Case 2, where chosen attack equals combo attack. I think next was leftward. Okay. Oh, that one was downward. Now this one is rightward. Let's just check if those were the right variables, and they were. Okay, cool. I wasn't quite paying attention. Looks like I'm gonna have to move this downwards. So we should be able to leave the array length 1D in there since they are all the same length. And let's just move this into the for loop. Oh, and I believe this will work. Okay, so that is for the input attack. If we have no input, we can do something pretty similar, I believe. Nope. Don't want two eyes. Animation and attack forward. Animation and attack leftward. Animation and attack downward. Animation and attack rightward. We don't need them to be arrays. Okay. We gotta make sure that we can allow or disallow. Okay, var created sword id dot and allow and forward attack equals equals false. Okay. So now we just gotta check the direction. Okay, what was the input? All we added was the end to these variables. And I believe that's all we need. Okay, let's see what I need to change for the template. Okay. All this is getting complex. So now let's add it from the template to the rest of these, so that we can keep things consistent. Oh, I feel like I forgot to add something to that Boolean. Yeah, I did. I missed this. some point once I'm finished building this entire system, I'm probably gonna remake all the animations, or at least some of them, to ensure consistency. That being said, I apologize for how boring this part probably is. I mean, undoubtedly it's boring. But hopefully, once we finish this, we'll have our attack system completely ready. Because obviously I've been in feature creep mode here. Also, I think I might have accidentally re-added some of these. Oh. No, it looks like I was correct. Hold on, did I already do that? Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, did I just do that one? Huh. Only 3 more of these to do. we have the last one to modify. And there we go. Thus, we have done it. Well, hopefully this all works. Let's give it a test. Okay. That all still works. Seems like it's working just fine. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that I didn't get a bug. Well, I mean, it might be buggy, but I mean an error. There we go. Huh. Well. Seems like it's working. So in this case, let's try adding a different attack that we can combo into from the start. We'll call it SCR attack, sword, 1 stab combo. So what we'll do is we'll start out wherever this is going to be at the end of the last combo. And we do in fact need to get the direction to 0. We need the angle to be 0, and we need the distance to be, say, 3. So it'll be pretty close inward. We won't move at all for this one. We won't change the facing direction. All this is fine. Okay. Oh, come on. So now for an, oh, forgot the timing. 2 steps. 8 steps. Actually, no, let's just have this be 3 steps for the, or 4 steps for, yeah, 4 steps should be fine for the actual attack. Okay. Okay, then, so the direction is going to stay the same, the angle is going to stay the same, but the distance is going to go out to 10. Since it's a stab, the character moving, direction will be 0. The amount, what do we normally do, 5? We usually do 4. Oh, I guess it does depend on the attack itself. Okay, well, either way, let's make this a bit heavier, or a bit more movement. So let's do 8, so that would be half of a grid tile. Facing won't change. No, we're not going to disallow aiming for that first one. We do need to... What am I missing here? Oh. It is damaging. I think this is correct. Okay. So we had the sword stab. It'll come in just... Oh, wait a moment. I know what I was forgetting. Oh, hold on one moment. Here we go. We were forgetting our easing. Oh. Okay. Trying to determine whether or not it would be, or which one of these it would be. I almost feel like I need to grab my wooden sword and get a feel for it. Why not? Because my thought process is that if you're going for a stab, you're doing it out to arm's length. And you're not having to catch it, you're only having to catch yourself. So it seems like a fairly sudden stop. But maybe the moving forward bit wouldn't be that sudden of a stop? So the actual sword movement itself will be sudden stop. Player movement will not be sudden. It does not want to stand in this corner. There we go. Okay. So that's what we'll do. So those can remain linear since they're not actually changing. The distance, though, let's have it be ease in sign. Ease in sign is this one. And then moving will be in-out sign. I cannot remember how it's supposed to go. Oh. There we go. Put it back in quotation marks. Alright. So that should be fine. Oh, I just realized I messed that up. We'll bring the sword back into 5. Obviously it's not damaging. So my question now is, should we keep the same timing for the stabs as we should for the slashes? Because slashes 2-minute build or has 2 steps of wind up, 8 steps of attack, and 30 steps of recovery. This currently has 2 steps of wind up, 4 steps of attack. We could keep the timing and I could increase the wind up. So if the wind up and attack itself is supposed to be 10 steps, which is 1/3 of a second, then we could make the wind up 6, so they're 10 together, and then have the recovery be 30, and all the timing will be the same. Okay. So let's do that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, or 0, 1, 2. So this will be 10, 20, 100. The attacks themselves, well, it'll be -1 if you do it too early. It'll be SCR attack sword 1 combo if you're doing a neutral attack. And then forward would be itself. Okay, so we're allowing forward. We're not having any animation at end attacks. Input type is 0. 2 for that. Since that's the animation part that we're allowed to exit early. Oh, we should be allowed to... Oh, suddenly phone's going off. Give me one moment. Oh. Well, that works. Okay. So, let's just make sure we have our rules correct for these different parts. Disallow aiming is true. Wait, no, disallow aiming is false for the first one, since that's when we're preparing to attack. We're not disallowing turning. We are disallowing aiming for the second part as well as the third, but we're also allowing dodging for the third part so that you can dodge cancel the recovery. I think everything is correct. Okay. Let's go to... Let's go back to the start, make sure that these are the same. Now those are the same. This is supposed to be set to true since we're allowing forward attacks. And there we go. Let's give this a test and see how it looks. Okay, that still functions. Oh. I forgot to change which type of attack it does. We don't want it to be test, we want it to be... I think that's what it's called. SCR attack sword 1 stab combo. Cool. Perfect. Oh, that was odd. Like, that's really odd. Why is that happening? The stab seems fine. Why are you doing that? Okay. Oh, that's why. I am a fool. Also, there was 2 semicolons on that. One, 2. Need this to be -1. This needs to be -1. I don't think we actually need to do those, so... let's give this another shot. Look at those stabs. Okay, that's weird and buggy. Why are you doing that? Huh. So... the animation isn't quite working sometimes, and there's this little white blip that's appearing up there for some reason. Which is incredibly odd. So... does it have something to do with the timing? Huh. Oh, there we go. Why are you doing that? So it seems like it's only happening when we're starting off super close to the enemy. I think functionally everything's there, but the thing that I need to know is why. That doesn't look right. Like, is there ever a point where it's not drawing itself? Or is it the timing of when the attack is appearing, or what? Hmm. It's like it's skipping the other two phases and going straight to coming back. Because I'm guessing that that little blip that was that was appearing at the top left was supposed to be the sword trail. Okay then. So here's something to test. If I put the enemies in a different area, will we see that blip at the top of the screen? Let's find out. And we're not, so it must be in the other section. Okay. So why is that happening then? And why doesn't it ever happen with any other attack? Still only happening with that. Okay. Does the angle have anything to do with it? Like, it seems like I can only do it when facing from the left. And I think from down? Yeah, only facing from the left and facing from down seems to be working. Which is super odd. How long have we been going? An hour and 19? Well, I'm getting rather hungry, and I think this has gone on long enough. So, in summary, we made it so that we could make attacks based upon the direction that the stick is pressing, compared to where you're aiming slash facing, ensuring we can do things like side attacks or, stabs just by pushing forward on the stick. And we also ran into a bug where when facing from the left as well as facing from down, when you're at an exact position, when stabbing, the sword is, for some reason, going all the way to the top left, right above where the room starts, which is rather confusing, and it seems to only do that with the stab. So, a new mystery to solve. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.